Hello, and welcome to A Word of Hope. I'm Brother Joe Trout, coming to you for Sunday of the fourth week in Lent, but more importantly, the fourth year of A Word of Hope. We began 3 years ago today with Father Jimmy telling us that God is with us in the midst of these uncertain times. Well, to one degree or another, we're still in uncertain times. And it turns out all of human history is a fairly uncertain time, that God comes to us in the midst of the good and the bad. In the midst of all of the agonies of life, God is here with us. Right? In our gospel today, we get a wonderful account of this kind of conundrum of the suffering in the world. We have the man who was born blind, and people ask, was he born blind because he sinned, because his parents sinned? And right from the beginning, Jesus gives us this really unsettling idea that his blindness is not about sin. It's in fact an opportunity for the works of God to be made known. I don't know that I entirely understand what Jesus means by this other than he's about to heal him, but I don't know that I could ever look at someone's troubles and say, yes, they're suffering so that God's mercy can be known in the world. I don't know if I want to make that claim. But a claim I think we can make is this. We do not understand this world. We can know lots and lots and lots of things about this world. But the second that we think we have understood the whole of it, the totality of God's plan and exactly how God works, we're definitely wrong, right? Unquestionably wrong. And that's exactly what happens as this man who is no longer blind is being questioned. Like, well, this just isn't possible. Like, no one would heal on the Sabbath day, that God doesn't work that way. What have they done? They've confused what God has revealed for the totality of God's plan, as if they now know everything that there is to know about God. But that's not what Jesus is doing. He's revealing truths to us to bring us into the mystery of God, to bring us out of our closed vision, out of our blindness, into the wholeness of God. At no point does he ever promise us that we will understand exactly how everything works and how everything functions. That would actually kind of kill our hope. Our hope rests in the fact that we aren't God, that we don't know how everything works, but that everything is governed by a God who is desperately in love with us, constantly trying to make himself known in this world and to be seen and to break into the deafness and the darkness and the blindness of this world so that we can live in his marvelous light. So ponder this today. Are you trying too hard to understand the ways of God? Are you trying too hard to make sense out of whatever providence is and to totally understand every bit of challenge and difficulty that we face? Have you become like the people at the beginning of the pandemic who are immediately claiming, this is happening because God, blah, 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 as if we could give a total reason for all that occurs in human history? Or is your hope rooted in the fact that everything comes from the God of love, and that I can trust him, that in the end, all will be well? Take care. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.